Good morning. It's Saturday. We are outside. I just hung my wreath back up. You're gonna hear some lawnmowers and stuff. Everybody is trying to get their grass cut and done because there's rain coming, but we are outside on the porch. If you remember, this is my wreath that I picked up from the thrift store. I have showed it here before on my channel. I love this wreath so much. Look here, I still have the price tag on the back. It was $5.99, which I just thought was an amazing deal for this beauty. So let's get her ready. Let's make her fall fabulous for my porch. Okay, so this is how we're gonna start. I have my extension cord. I have my glue gun. I have here some garland. You've seen this before. I'll show you. This is actually for a 6.5-inch candle, but I'm gonna take it apart and add some of these pieces into the wreath along with some pumpkins. I don't know if I'll use all of these, but I want to have them here in case I do. I actually have some little critters too that we might add in along with some pine cones and little pumpkins, but we're just going to have some fun. We're going to dress her up. So that's why when I'm decorating, I love to have the wreath on the door. So that way I can get a really good view of how things are going to look versus it laying down on a table. So let's get started. First, I'm going to start with this adorable little bird that I picked up. He's a little ornament. I'm going to cut off the little string right here, and then I'm thinking he will look so cute hot glued in right here. Let's try it. Okay, so look, I have my little birdie in place. I hot glued him, and I wanted to show you, remember how he had this little loop at the top? I just cut one end, so that way if I want to secure it more, like around the branches, like hot glue it in the back, I may do that. I'm just gonna leave it for right now because I may need it. But my bird's up, so I'm so happy because he's adorable. So now for my little middle, I'm thinking I want to use my little owl. I think he would look adorable popped in right here. Or, you know what? He would look adorable up high, like he's popping out of the wreath. So I'm going to secure him next. Okay, so I just hot glued my little owl inside. And look, you know how he had his little loop on top? I looped it around. You can't really see it because I disguised it with the leaves to help add some security to it. There's a branch there, so I just wrapped it around there, and then that way he'll stay secure in the wreath. I almost forgot I have these two items, the berry garland and the covered wire. So I think I'm going to use this to try and apply my hedgehog. Let me show you. See, I have my little critters down here. I love my little hedgehog. What a little cutie. And so I'm thinking maybe I will put her here. But there's nothing really to secure her to, so I'm gonna try and disguise it with some of that. Okay, so now I think I'm going to add this adorable little hedgehog right here. But I think I'm gonna have to secure her because there's nothing really to attach her to, so I'm gonna have to use strategically, if I can talk, strategically place some of the garland around her to help tie her in. Okay, so this is what I mean. Like, I have this garland, so I'm just going to wrap it around my hedgehog, like right up underneath her arms here. And then I'm going to tie it just for right now, just to kind of secure it. I know. It's so odd because I'm not used to doing this part on camera. The first time for everything, right? because I'm just thinking you guys might like to see how I put stuff together. So I'm just wrapping it a few times around here to secure it. And this is just garland that I picked up from my Dollar Tree. So, okay, so now I'm going to attach her to the wreath. Look who had to come out on the porch and join me. Say hi, Guffers. He was just so curious what I was doing. He wants to go back inside now. The dogs, they take turns. B was just out here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so look, you can't even tell. I am so excited. Look, I just secured her with my garland. Look, it's all wrapped around underneath here, underneath her arms, and it goes back here. So all I have to do now is add in my little small touches. So let's do that. Let's add in some garland and some pumpkins, maybe some pine cones, and who knows what else. Okay, hear me out on the center part right here. What I'm thinking is, do you remember when I picked up these stems from Dollar Tree? Okay, I am going to put one of these little pumpkins right here. But in order to secure it, because I'm afraid with just the hot glue, it's not going to be that secure, I am going to use a toothpick to insert at the bottom and then secure it right here. What do you think? Okay, so we're gonna try it. See, just like this. And then I can secure this a little bit better. I think what I'll do is I'll actually hot glue it onto here and then secure it to the wreath. Ta-da! Look how great she looks. Now, I realize that you can see the toothpick right there, but not to worry. We're gonna disguise that with some pine cones, okay? So, let's glue on some pine cones. Now I'm going to take some of these stems that I picked up. I just have one stem, but I'm just gonna snip off these flowers and place them all along in the wreath. Just like this. Okay, now I'm gonna cut this up and add in some more pumpkins. Oh my gosh, you guys, I absolutely love this wreath. Look how good she turned out. I am so in love with her. I love the owl, how he's just kind of peeking through. I love all my little pumpkins and greenery and this sweet little bird. And I want to show you, I added the pine cones like we were talking about. And then of course I had to pop on this sweet little bird because it reminds me of my grandmother and makes me think about her. And I just want to honor her, and I just want her to know she's always with me. She was one of my biggest supporters on here. And I love my little hedgehog and all the little greenery and stuff that I popped in. This is going to be a nice added touch to my porch. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your support. And I'll see you in the next video.